Hey, hi guys, welcome to another episode of Gyan on the Go. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the importance of LinkedIn and how LinkedIn has helped me in my career. So, without any further delay, come let's get started. See, one of the best things that I actually love about LinkedIn is it allows you to stay updated about the latest happenings when it comes to a company or be it the latest trends that is being followed in a specific domain. So let's say, for example, so how I probably look at LinkedIn is I look at it as a platform where you can learn a lot. Like I follow certain companies. See, I am in the customer success role. So what I do is I follow a lot of companies that offers or that has the best customer success team as such. So I be a part of I just follow those companies, and I also follow a lot of groups that are related to customer success. So by doing so, what happens is you get to know about the latest trends that is happening when it comes to customer success domain. So there are a lot of discussions that happens in the groups. They keep talking about how the customer success process is in their companies, and they share their opinions about what will work and what will not. And similarly, you can also see companies posting about the best methods or best procedures that they follow, best process that they follow during this COVID-19. What are the best processes that they are following in their company? So companies keep coming up with posts like this, and there are discussions that keeps happening in the groups. And apart from all these kind of discussions, you can also get to know about what the company does and about their product launches, new product launches, or the recent acquisitions that they have made. You can keep yourself abreast about all these kind of information. So if you wish to stay updated about the latest happenings in the professional network, I think LinkedIn is the only and the best platform to be a part of. So what are you waiting for? Just go ahead and join the groups that interest you the most, and also start following companies which you like, and keep yourself informed. See, one of the other things that LinkedIn does the best is it helps you build your network. So I've been talking about building your network for quite some time now. I'll probably make a separate video where I explain about the advantages of building a network. But to give you a very superficial overview of what building a network does to you professionally, let me give you an example. So I was initially in the customer support role, and I wanted to make that switch to the success role. So I wanted to be a part of the customer success role as such. So what I did was I started being active on LinkedIn. So by being active on LinkedIn, what I exactly mean is I started following companies that has a well-established customer success team as such. And I also started following or being a part of groups related to customer success. So I started having fruitful conversations and discussions about customer success. I mean, I got to learn a lot about customer success from those groups. So they keep posting articles related to customer success on a regular basis, and I keep learning a lot from that. And similarly, even companies which has a well-established customer success team as such started posting a lot about customer success as such. So I ensure that I read all those articles. And at the same time, I also got connected to people who are already working in the customer success role. So I happened to interact with them, and I got to know more about this role. So this is how I started being active. And also I write a lot. I mean, I don't write a lot, but I write a few blogs. So I started writing blogs about customer success, and I started posting it on LinkedIn. So this was received well. I mean, I posted all these blogs by tagging in the right group, by using the correct hashtags. So which was actually received and noticed by a wider range of audience. So these are things that I was actually doing when I was trying to make that switch. And by doing so, my work did get noticed, and I finally landed in the role that I wanted to be a part of. So this is a very superficial overview of what building a network did to me, or how LinkedIn helped get me a job. And on one other thing that happened to me was I was able to find a mentor there. So this can happen to you. You can find a mentor on LinkedIn. So having a, what to say, a live discussion with people. I mean, I've interacted with a lot of people. Okay, I mean, nobody has actually wanted to be a mentor and wanted to guide me in the right direction. But I was fortunate enough to get LinkedIn, and through LinkedIn, I happened to meet one person, and that person turned out to be a mentor for me. I mean, he guided me on what the other steps are, other steps that I should take to finally land in the role that I wanted to be in. So he mentored me, guided me, and ensured that I got what I needed. So even things like this could happen to you. So it's that this is the importance of building a network. That's what I'm trying to say through this example. So build as many or get connected to as many people as you can, but ensure you don't get connected to random people. Okay, ensure that you follow the right people. Just in case you feel that you can learn something out of them, send out a request, get connected with them, and build a fruitful conversation and build the rapport with them, so that at some point in time they can come in as a great help to you. So ensure you start getting connected to people and ensure you build your network. And I said, right, like, don't get connected to random people. When you receive requests from random people, don't decline it, accept it, because they would have found something in you which might help them in the future, and that is the reason they would be sending out requests to you. So probably ensure that you don't send out random requests, whereas when you get random requests, ensure that you accept it, and if you can help them in any ways, yeah, that would be really great. When I passed out of college, I just had like a couple of portals where we usually used to like check for the latest openings in any of the companies. So one was Chetana's forum and the other one was freshersworld.com. I vaguely remember the website names, but I strongly believe that these were the only two options that we had. But now you have LinkedIn. Okay, I mean, every company in this whole world has a dedicated LinkedIn page where they keep posting about the latest job opportunities they offer. And all that you have to do is to follow those companies and ensure that you reach out to the right person in that particular company. Please don't send out requests to random people working in that company and ask them for a job opportunity. Don't take this approach ever. So all that you can do is follow the company, and if you get to know that this particular company is recruiting for any particular position, ensure that you reach out to the respective HR or the person who is actually posting that on behalf of the company. So you can reach out to any of these two people and send across your resume and take it forward from there. Please don't ever take this approach of approaching a random person and sending out your resumes asking for an opportunity. Don't ever follow this. This is one. The second thing is, before even you get to this stage, ensure that you have a killer profile set up ready. So by building a killer profile, I'm not going to take you through the steps of what needs to be done exactly, but again, let me give you a very superficial overview of what needs to be done. So have the right content at the right section. So when a particular or when a prospective recruiter is going to like view your profile, they are not going to skim through the entire profile as such, or going to spend like 10-15 minutes to like understand what you have done and what you're doing or what you will be doing. Okay, all that they have got is like 5 minutes of time, maximum 5 minutes of time. Within that 5 minutes of time, they have to understand what you have done, what you're willing to do, and what you're currently doing. So ensure that the about me section that you have is like put up correctly. Okay, talk a lot about your aim, aspiration, and what you have done. And by done in the sense, I'm not asking you to like list out all your experience detail in the about me section. Rather, you can give a very brief introduction about what you have done. Okay, and talk about your aspiration and how you would be adding value to any organization if joined. So talk about this. Have a catchy title. Okay, I'm not able to give you a perfect example here, but ensure that you come up with a very good catchy title, so that the first thing that the recruiters are going to notice is the title. So only by looking at the title, they'll like just get into the profile of yours. So ensure you have a very catchy title and list out your experience details. So if you don't have experience, you don't have to worry much about it. But just in case you are an experienced person, ensure that you list out your experience details and talk more about what you have done or what you have achieved in those organizations, okay, that you have worked for. So list this out, and if you have any certifications done, probably add that. Ask for recommendations from people. So whenever you switch jobs or come out of a company, ensure that you get a good recommendation from the people whom you have worked with earlier. So this is again going to add a lot of value. Okay, people might even get impressed by the number of recommendations that you have received. So ensure that you get a good number of recommendations as well. And these are the major things that I actually wanted to tell about the LinkedIn profile as such. So ensure that you build a perfect profile and then start approaching companies, and the chances of getting into the role that you have been longing for is definitely it's not that far. It's definitely going to happen. LinkedIn has been like helping me very much off late to understand more about my customers. So my role demands me to like get on a call on a regular basis with my customers. So typically it would be a kickoff call. So it would be like a discovery call where I just call those customers, understand their current process, and talk about how our product can add value to their current process. This is what my motto of the call would be. So in this process, how LinkedIn helps me is before getting on a call with the customer, what I do is I just do a very quick go through. I just go through their profile. I do it very quickly. So probably like I'll spend 10 minutes of my time to understand who my customers are, and what they have done, and what position they hold in a particular company. So this will give me a fair bit of idea about whom I'm talking to, what their expectations would be from me, and based on that I would like position my call. So this is one of the major advantages of LinkedIn as well. So since you have most of the people available on LinkedIn, helps you like have a very fruitful discussion. So see, what exactly do I mean by brand building? Brand building is nothing but showcasing your talent on a public forum so that you can reach a wider range of audience, and at the same time ensure that you're being recognized for what you do the best. Okay, let me give you an example here. Before even giving you an example, don't consider brand building as a self-bragging stuff. Okay, because I usually used to assume it that way, but over a period of time I started realizing that brand building is an excellent way through which you can explore opportunities. I mean, it opens up a lot of opportunities for you. Okay, like if you keep posting things that you are good at on public platforms like LinkedIn, it will reach out to like a lot of companies and people, and eventually you'll be noticed for what you're doing the best, and also it can open up a lot of opportunities for you. So let me give you an example here. I initially started off writing a lot of blogs, as I told you, under the name The Weekend Chat Room. So I used to interview a lot of people whom I know, and just posted on LinkedIn. I was doing that on a consistent basis earlier, and when I attended few interviews, this actually gave me an opportunity to like attend interviews in few companies, and whenever I went on to like speak to them, they recognized me for what I've done and appreciated me for what I had done. So this actually gives you a sense of pride, right? Like for being noticed or recognized for what you're doing. So this is actually a perfect platform to build a network and at the same time build a brand for yourself. So identify what you're good at and start doing things and posting it on a consistent basis on LinkedIn, and eventually you will get there. Thank you. I hope the information shared in this video was helpful. As always, if you like this video, please do hit on the like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any feedbacks for me, please don't hesitate to post that on the comment section. I'm open to feedbacks, and that will help me improve as a YouTuber. I'll soon come up with another episode on Gyan on the Go. Until then, see you, Tata, take care and stay safe.